fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and I'm joined now with Teofimo Lopez Sr. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. I'm over here with you, just enjoying life, you know, and I just wanted to say hi to all the Latinos, all Latin America, todo el mundo que está ahí, todos los latinos, ya saben, estamos aquí por Honduras, Centroamérica, Suramérica y todo Latinoamérica para hacer cosas grandes.
I wish I knew Spanish.
Yeah.
It's
You didn't
unfortunate.
understand a word I said?
didn't understand a damn thing you just said. My mom's never taught me Spanish, but she knows Spanglish. I think we've had this conversation. I'm part Spanish, but I don't know it. Sucks.
Yeah, you know, big fight coming up, and I can't wait for it. We win a new platform, the Zone, and Eddie's been more than a gentleman to us, and I can't wait. I can't wait. We've been waiting for more than a year. It's been like a year and a month already. So, you know, my son is gonna just entertain the crowd like he always does, and I don't want nobody to miss it. It's gonna be November 27th at the Madison Square Garden, you know, and I'm excited.
I know it's easier said than done, but how did you guys sort of refrain from getting frustrated with the overall situation, because it has been so long? People have been wanting to see him back in the ring.
Well, listen, it hasn't been frustrating. It's been heartbreaking, you know, especially when my son, when we flew into Miami and we was waiting for him to come in, and then all of a sudden he caught COVID. I think this fight should have been done on June 5th. For some reason, they didn't want to make the fight happen on June 5th because Floyd wanted to fight on June 5th. He couldn't do it on June 5th because the commission has said no, because they were doing my son's fight. So he decided to do it on June 6th, which was on a Sunday. I didn't think that would have bothered us in any way. I think it would have been a great weekend in Miami. You know, both shows, you know, it was going to be it was going to be a tremendous Thriller show, you know, with all these artists, you know, coming out to the fight and performing for my son. You know, we had almost like 200 performers, you know, walking my son in. So it was going to be something really big. You know, I think that God does things for a reason. Maybe he wasn't ready for all this fame right now. And you know, I have no regrets. I mean, I think God does everything for a reason, like I said before. And I think that that's the past. I don't want to think about it anymore. It was a little bit frustrating. It didn't really kill us. We still stayed in shape. We still went to the gym. You know, we've been training for a year. My son looks amazing right now. He's at 145, which is crazy. You know, 3 weeks and a half into this fight. And I think it's going to be a great performance. You know, I'm just telling everybody right now, tune in really early because it's going to be an early fight.
Now, we never want to look too far ahead, obviously, because that's a big mistake. But I know that you guys had that altercation, that sort of encounter with Devin Haney and his father. I was saying to Tia, I was like, you know, you guys were asking them about the what happened with the meeting with Bob, and they didn't really come back with anything. Has there been any sort of internal conversations to sort of line that fight up after the fact, if both are successful against their respective opponents?
I think that fight could be made. And our behalf, we always wanted it. Bob even came out on national TV and said it. Bob even said it about a week ago, right after this big thing, you know, came up. We wasn't even thinking about Devin Haney. I wasn't even thinking about Devin Haney. But now now I'm chasing it because, you know, I want to stop his big mouth, because I want to show the world that this kid is all cap. I mean, him and his father don't want this fight at all. I mean, I called Mauricio Suleiman the same day that this altercation happened, and I told Mauricio Suleiman that, listen, you got to make this fight happen now. You know, I want it. You know, how can we make this happen? Oh, very easy, Mr. Lopez. We could do a petition. The Haney's got to sign it, and we could make it mandatory. What happened? They still haven't signed it. You know, what are they waiting for? They even have a rematch clause against Jojo Diaz. I mean, we don't do rematch clauses because we know we're going to beat you. So, you know, that really pissed me off, you know, in the sense that how are you going to sign a petition, you know, when you're even scared to fight Jojo Diaz? Because why are you putting a rematch clause? I don't understand that. You know, if you think you're as good or better than my son, you know, sign the petition. Let's make this happen. Let's give the world what everybody wants to see, because we're here to, you know, we're here for legacy. We're not here for followers, you know, and you know, because the followers are gonna come. You know, once you start beating all these guys that are talking all this smack, and we catch them on their cap, people are gonna realize and they're gonna come to us. You know, my son did 4.2 million views on ESPN alone. You know, and they saying that we don't have fans, or nobody watches us, we can't sell tickets. Out of those 4.2 million, I guarantee you 1/3 of those people are big, hardcore fans of my son, and they will pay to see him. I just want to see the numbers in the zone. I don't want them hiding the numbers in the zone for this fight with Kambosos, because I'm sick and tired of the Ellerbees and the TMT people saying that we don't sell, and they bring that into the world because Floyd has a big influence in boxing, and they're gonna believe anything Floyd says. Where's the proof? Where's the proof? There's no proof. There's proof that what we made with ESPN and with the Lomachenko fight. So all I gotta say is tune in on November 27th, and you're gonna see a real fight. You're gonna see an explosion. You're gonna see entertainment where nobody has seen this whole year, besides the Tyson Fury fight and with Wilder.
Senior, who would be sort of the pinnacle fight for your son? Like, who would you see that being like the fight down the road, or hopefully
I want Josh
soon?
Taylor. That's who we're chasing. Josh Taylor is our goal. I think that fight will make my son undisputed 2 times. And by the way, this fight is for undisputed. It is being promoted as undisputed. And I just want to let the world know, for those non-believers, everybody says that Devin Haney has the WBC belt. No, Devin Haney, Mauricio Suleiman said it, has the regular belt. That's why this fight is undisputed.
Josh Taylor said, I did an interview with him about a month and a half ago or so in England, and he had said that he wants to see Teofimo fight Devin Haney before he would even consider a shot, because he says he has bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, what bigger fish? I mean, my son is the most talked about boxer after Canelo right now, and that's the fight that everybody wants. He's pound for pound, the number 5 or number 6, wherever you want to put him at. But we're in the pound for pound list. We have the lenient belt that he has, so let's fight for all the marbles. I mean, that's the fight that everybody wants to see. And I've been calling it out, and everybody wants to shut my mouth up. So why can't he have that fight? I think he's scared. And because my son is going to outbox him, and he's going to outperform him, and he's going to knock him out. That's what I think.
I'd asked Teofimo about what the pinnacle fight for him would be, and he actually said Tank down the line. But we do know that.
No, come on.
We do know that post-fight, when Tank's last fight.
For bragging purposes, maybe yes. Just for bragging purposes. But he got nothing we want. He's a regular champ. He's not a real champ. Last time I checked, Josh Taylor was the real champ at WBO. I think it was the WBO. And my son is the
WBA.
The WBA,
Yeah.
and my son is the real champ at on all of it at 135. Oh no, my bad. Josh Taylor and my son are the only undisputed champions at 135, 140.
Right.
Anybody else you fight, you're fighting for regular belts. So step up and call out the real competition.
What did you make of post-fight? Floyd Mayweather had actually said that they don't plan to really sort of fight outside of their. What was it? Outside of their.
Man, Floyd said that Tank needed one more fight before he fought my son. So that tells you everything right there. You know what I'm saying? That Tank has more fights than us. He's been in the game longer than us. We only have 16 fights. He should take us easy. He should take my son out easy. And they don't want to fight us. They need a tune-up fight to fight my son. And they already had that tune-up fight with Barrios. So what are they waiting for? I don't hear them talking and calling us out. And now this happened to Rolly, which Rolly had a good chance to knock this dude out. Now he's going to fight Isaac Cruz, who nobody even knows who he is. It's just disgusting, man. And I just want to let the world know, we're here to fight the best. And if Devin doesn't fight us in February, we'll fight somebody else at 140, and then we'll go after Josh Taylor.
Floyd Mayweather had said that he was going to keep everything sort of in-house at the moment for Tank. Do you anticipate that means that we'd never see the fight between you and your son?
They can do whatever they want, because we're not interested in Tank. Tank don't got nothing that we want. We're going for bigger fishes. And the bigger fish right now is Josh Taylor, because that will put my son undisputed 2 times, and that's never done. Nobody has ever won the 135 weight division, and I'm talking about the greats like Sugar Ray Leonard, and Iron Pryor, Sugar Ray Leonard. You could name all of them. Roberto Duran. None of them did what my son has done in 16 fights. I recall a lot of these fighters were fighting bumps at that. With 16 fights. I'm not saying my son is better than all these guys. I'm saying that as of right now, we're going in the right path.
Lomachenko. A lot of people do want to see the rematch. I know at one point you and Bob had said that it could end up happening next, but obviously we're going a different direction. Is that down the line? Is that a fight you would be interested in down the line?
Listen, he has nothing that we want. Would let me ask you a question? Would Lomachenko give us a rematch if he would have beat us?
Right, no.
Of course not.
Right.
So why would we want to give him a rematch when he has nothing that we need?
Right.
You know, if he wants to fight us at 140 and we don't have an opponent at 140 that we're interested in, then we could fight him. You know, but my son is not going to drain down to 135 and fight Lomachenko again. You know, we made that obvious. And he did not protect himself. He should have had a rematch clause in that fight.
And that was shocking for, I think, for a lot of people to realize that there was not a rematch clause.
There was not a rematch clause. He did not put it in there. He was confident he was going to beat us up. And he even said, after I beat up your son, I'm going to go and laugh in the corner and laugh at you in the corner. He referred to me, you know, and it turned out to be it was the other way around, you know. But I still went to the corner and I respected him and I respected his father and I respected everybody, you know, because that's the way we are. We're enemies until we're finished fighting. That's the way I feel.
Right.
You know, I don't hold no grudges on nobody.
Sportsmanship.
Yeah, I don't hold no grudges on nobody. You've seen it with the Magdaleno fight where everything got heated and where they were talking about that Honduran people from Honduras had never done anything, that they didn't have it, you know, to be world champions, and that he was going to kick our ass, and look what happened, you know. We went over there, we hugged, you know, even though his father was going crazy, his brother was going crazy. But, you know, we ended right there, you know. You know, we go to war, the war's over, we won, and that's the way we do it.
Right. Well, this weekend we have another undisputed fight. Who do you favor in the fight, Canelo or Caleb Plant?
Listen, I favor Canelo. I'm gonna give Caleb Plant a couple of rounds, you know. But I think that there's nobody out there right now that could beat Canelo. I think Canelo has a chin that could outstand any boxer. I don't think Caleb has any power to stop him. I think he's gonna win a lot of rounds, but I think Canelo's gonna get him in the later rounds, around 7th or 8th round.
Well, that's what he's also predicting. Canelo said between rounds 7 and 9.
Yes, that's the same way that I see it. And I even hear that. I'm just saying it because, you know, because of experience and the way I've seen Canelo fight. I mean, to fight Canelo, you got, not only you could be a good boxer, you got to have something to stop him, you know. And there's nobody out there. The only person that gave him a fight was Triple G. And there's nobody out there, you know, that's similar to Triple G at this moment.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I wish you guys all the best on November the 27th. I know that you're soon to be a grandfather, so early congratulations.
Can't wait. You know what's so crazy? I have 2 daughters. They gave me two granddaughters, and my son is giving me the boy, and we're gonna name him Teofimo Lopez, and I can't wait, man. He's probably gonna be the 5th, and I'm crazy, and it could happen any day now.
Yeah.
You know, 2 days ago they told us that it will happen within 7 days. I'm willing and hoping that it happens on November 12th because that's my birthday.
Aww.
All right. So this is the takeover. You already know Teofimo Lopez. Love me or hate me, I'm still gonna be around for a very long time. The takeover's here forever, baby.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it as always. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Bye, Fight fans. Hey, Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking this icon right here and hit the bell button below so that you can receive an alert every time we upload a new video.